Hey, what is up you guys, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and today I am bringing you guys something a little different than usual. We are going to be testing a whole lot of things today, so sit down and enjoy this because I am not sure what to expect. And usually when I know what to expect, things usually tend to still go wrong. So pretty much when I have no idea what to expect, then all will break loose and I will probably end up doing some random things all video long because everything that I had planned just went to poop. But that might just be me and you guys may not have noticed any of that yet, and I just ruined all of my videos for you guys, but let's just hope that you did know that and this is not something new for you guys. So what we are going to be trying today are just a variant amount of tools and such, like that bike I just used and this thing that I am holding right now. This is just one big test day and it is not that deep. Sorry that it is not that deep, but you know, some things just come and go, man. Oh wait, I said that I was not going to be going deep. Now next to testing all of these mod functions today, I will be doing just a little bit more because I feel like I owe this to all of you guys out there. I mean, we have not been talking about life as much lately, so you know I just want you guys to know what I've been up to and such, and I just want to talk a little bit to you guys and show some interaction because you know the time of the year is coming again, where the days start to get a little longer and the sun starts to shine just a little more often. Not that it is much, but hey, beggars cannot be choosers, I guess. But yeah, so I will be testing a lot of things today and I will be talking about myself a lot today, so you will just have to watch out for that because this is going to be great right now and I can pretty much assure you of that. Well, actually I should not have to, because you guys should know that we are going to be having a lot of fun because that is just what we do around here and it is just amazing if you ask me right now. So let's get started with everything now, shall we you guys? Let's go. So I found this Tinker's mod and this mod will allow me to build a pickaxe that will melt stuff for me. And if that is not the most efficient thing out there in Minecraft, then you have to tell me what is more efficient, because this just sounds amazing. We need some kind of precaution with this video because we are going to make a pickaxe that will melt stuff on the go. So that means that there will be fire involved, and we cannot have any accidents with fire because that would be really bad, because fire will hurt you. And it is something that should not be messed with, otherwise you will feel the burn, literally. Now let's get started right here with another thing, because right now I will be talking a little bit about fire safety in life. And you know, right here we might need an amazing tool called the fire extinguisher, and it pretty much does what the name implies. It extinguishes fires and such. So let me test it a couple of times for you guys right here, and of course it works. Now you can also use this to propel yourself on an office chair and such. I mean, you can just look that up on YouTube and you will probably get a lot of very funny videos, so you can just start doing that whenever this video is done, because you know that you cannot just abandon this video right here without having a proper goodbye and all of that. So just stay here until the end and everything will likely be okay. Alright, well, I guess that building this thing will probably give me some directions. So with just starting the project, I guess I could say that I am halfway done already, right? I mean, it is not like some Lego build. This is some serious big freaking furnace that I am about to go and construct. So forgive me if it takes like an insane amount of time to finally get done, because you know, I am learning on the fly with this thing. So maybe you could just build along with me, since I am going to be building this thing like slow as poop, and that might not help with the interesting part of the video, but I mean, at least we can all have a little learning experience by building something like this. So let's say that we can actually build a furnace that is big enough to cook like an insane amount of stuff in it. I am building this thing on the top of a freaking weekday, so I am not sure if they will actually help me in the building process, but I am going with the fact that it probably will not help me with that. So let's just hope that we do not end up falling down or anything. But now that I am actually building it on top of this day, maybe people will be coming to honor this sacred Sub-Zero day from all over the world, and they will be bringing all their uncooked stuff and resources, and they will be coming here to use my huge furnace to actually come and melt all of this stuff. It actually reminds me of the Lord of the Rings. Everyone is coming to Mount Doom, but unlike the Lord of the Rings, well, I am inviting everyone to come over and bring stuff to cook and melt, because you know I do not even remotely have enough stuff to cook and melt in this thing. So I am going to be needing all the help that we can get to actually get the worth out of this freaking pickaxe, and that is just the manufacturing costs that I am talking about, since you know, I am not doing this for free. I want something in return, and the only thing that I want in return for this thing is some respect and of course the the fact that people will come here and actually start using this thing, because otherwise this will just be a monumental failure and I would be building a freaking huge furnace basically for nothing. So I guess that it should be fully operational once all those lava chambers are maxed out to the top. Now I always wanted something like this. I even asked Santa Claus to get one of these things for Christmas, but he did not answer my prayers. So I will have to take matters into my own hands and make something out of it. You know how it goes. You take the bag and fumble it. I take the bag and flip it and tumble it. That is just the way life goes, people. So it looks like we are about to be done with this thing and it will be fully operational. But would you just look at the size of this thing? It is insane. I mean, I have been to New York and other big cities, and they did not sell this thing anywhere there. But this thing, well, this is just something else for a change. Usually, like with the enhanced crafting bench, it was just 2 blocks wide. Well, this thing is not messing around. Oh no, I took a wrong freaking step in the building plan, didn't I? Well, that is a bummer. I guess dead people cannot use a freaking big and bad pickaxe. That is why we are able to respawn in the beautiful world of Minecraft. I mean, I would be so pissed if I actually ended up dying and to just not be able to use this thing then. Well, that would be a huge bummer. But we are not completely dead. But I will be needing some protection because this pickaxe will probably get really hot. And then we can finally start to figure out what kind of things we can actually start building and melting and freaking cooking up with this thing. It is like we have reinvented the freaking wheel. But instead of the wheel, we built a really nice pickaxe. And instead of reinventing it, we just made a better freaking version of a normal furnace and pickaxe in one go. That is awesome. I am just in awe right now. I would have never thought that I would actually be able to build something that looks this majestic. But you know how it is. Beggars cannot be choosers. But today we have shown that we are not mere beggars. No, we have shown the people that we are a force to be reckoned with. So behold the mighty furnace. Bow for it or you will be regretting it for the rest of your mortal life, because this thing will be standing here even when you are long gone. As long as it can feast on items to melt and meat to cook. And for the rest, well, it really does not care about anything. We just need something to put into it so that it has something to actually do instead of just hanging around here. But like I said, that does not matter one bit, because I will be personally making sure that we can do this and that we are actually able to cook and melt enough stuff to end poverty and world hunger. But of course we need a lot of items for that, so that will basically become my life's goal, to make sure that this pickaxe will be running and melting stuff until the end of time, and then it will still be going on. And it will be making people happy, because now people can finally get the stuff that they want. And of course mass production is really big these days, so I guess that a furnace this size would possibly help with that. But of course we will be needing to make sure that this big freaking pickaxe will not be used by the wrong people. And by the wrong people I mean the people who are willing to melt and cook stuff that will hurt people. So just to make weaponry and that kind of stuff. I mean, weapons are cool and stuff, but once you give a gun to a guy who has been having thoughts about shooting someone, well, you know that might not actually be the smartest thing ever to do. So I just hope that this furnace will finally be used by people, and that it actually will be used in a good way, and not cray-cray in a good way, but just to better the people, to make food, to melt iron ore and other types of ore and anything from that nature basically. So let's just hope that no one will use this to try and conquer the world, because that might just be the end of my majestic big freaking pickaxe. I mean, come on, I am not going to let people use my creation for destruction, pain and suffering. That is not my code, man. That is not what I am about. So you know, maybe that is just for the better that I have built it on the top of a nice January day, just so that people will think twice of actually going up there to create stuff in my pickaxe. But like I said, I am going to be making it my life's goal to make sure that this furnace will be running forever, or at least longer than 5 minutes. So I will be needing a lot of resources, and that is the exact thing that I am going to be looking for right now. I will be needing to make sure that I actually get some resources, and of course enough resources to keep that pickaxe busy, because I am not sure if it actually will be devouring stuff faster or not. I just know that it should be able to hold a lot more stuff than a usual pickaxe, otherwise it will become really expensive. I mean, a normal furnace can only hold one type of resource and one type of fuel, and this thing, well, I hope that it will be holding a lot more than just that, because otherwise I am just screwed. I mean, I have dedicated my life to building and creating something like that. It is just hard to see if it was all for nothing, but right now it does not look like that. But I will be needing to give it a few test runs before I actually deem it to be fully operational. You can kind of look at it like it is the Death Star. It was a big project, literally and figuratively. But not everyone was as hyped about it as other people. So they had to ruin some planets first, before they ended up going with it. So this goes the same for my pickaxe. It might be big, and it might look really freaking cool. But if it is not, how would you call it? If it is not actually useful, then no one would be going to use it. That is just a fact. It is just like a new car. It might look cool and it might sound great, but if it only goes 50 miles an hour and it does not even reach the top speed after an hour of driving, well then no one is going to be buying it. But that does not mean that I am not hopeful for it. I mean, it is my creation. If there would be someone who should be dying to use it and should be supporting it through thick and thin, well then that should be me. Even though I am more of a glass half empty guy, this time around I am just doing a full 180 on that, and I am going to be supportive of my work, and that is about it. But of course, like I said, and that is the main reason why I am exploring caves and battling monsters, I need more resources to actually show the people that my creation worked. Even though I am not sure how it works myself, but I guess that will come with age or something. Who knows? Maybe I will not find out how it actually works until I am like 80 or something. But let's just hope that I will be able to figure this thing out before that time. I am just hoping that we can finally use this, and we are done with building like complete stacks of axes. Instead we could just build one big freaking melting pickaxe in the middle of your town or something, and everyone could be able to use it without a problem. And you do not have to worry about your house catching fire. So taking the fire out of the home will greatly decrease the risk of a fire taking place at your home. But that is just speculations for right now. Let's just hope that the people will actually end up using this thing, because otherwise I am just stuck with a furnace that does not work and is way too big to actually do something useful with. But like I said, I am starting to become pessimistic again, and that is not what we want right now. We need to make sure that we actually get this stuff done so that we can finally start using my machine. And maybe after this one I will be going at it and start building more stuff. Maybe I will just stop with YouTube as a whole and just start practicing in the science fields or the inventor fields. I could become the new Tony Stark. How cool would that be? And of course that would make me one of the most awesome superheroes of all time. So maybe I will just become Furnace Man when I am done with this thing, and I will be the one who is going to be melting hearts with my super pickaxe. That was really corny, I am sorry, but it looks like we almost certainly have enough benefits now. Now since I am not getting any further with this mining, I think that I might as well just go big or go home and just make a whole darn series of these pickaxes. Now before we start anything, I want to warn you to please not try anything that you will be seeing at home. Everything that I am about to do is a result from me being a total dumb butt about everything that is going on. So if you do not want to end up like me in this video, then please do not try this at home. Now we shall move on to what is actually happening in today's video. Well, as you may remember, we had some encounters with Noob throughout the past couple of weeks, and I was testing and fooling around with some ways to make all of that stop. Now I came across one of the best things ever, which is a quarry with infinite items and ores. So I am going to go back there and find it again in my mind right now so that I can get infinite items. Now I just want you to know that I do not mind going out and get the items myself, but right now I feel like I could use a break, and that would really help when I have automatically smelting items. As you can see, we are starting with one pickaxe, but we will build like 10 more or something so that we can find our spot here in the pickaxe business. So I am just going to be hoping that this simple approach to my wishes actually works. Otherwise, like I just said, I am going to be real cool man. Okay, maybe not a cool man because it is not like the items are that cool, but I am just going to be making sure that once I get this done that I am going to go right back to bed for like a week. This is going to be hard. Well, that means that no one will find out a way to make it work for a bad cause. But I am not giving up on my creation. That was it for today. I hope that you still enjoyed it, and I hope to see all of y'all in the next video. Have a great day, boys and girls.